It's Hyde Park, the original Hyde Park. Beautiful. But since it was London, cold and wet, watching the pros fly around the rain-slick streets didn't help my pre-race nerves.
USA!
Team USA gathered on historic Trafalgar Square for the traditional team photo and mingled with athletes from 85 countries before the opening ceremonies. My fellow age grouper, Peggy McDowell Kramer, kicked up the energy level. The ceremonies led off with two familiar quantities, the Beatles and torrential rains.
And how happy, no, how joyous we are to see you all here in Trafalgar Square, henceforth Triathlon Square.
Even with 8,000 athletes, Packet Pickup was efficient and British.
I'll pop it all in there for you. There we go. Okay, all in your bag.
Thank you. Time to check out the course. First, the swim venue, the Serpentine, just like Jackson Park Lagoon in Chicago's Hyde Park. Now I know why I never swam there. It was cold, dark, and tasted slightly like oil. I calmed down when reminded of last year's New Zealand swim.
Similar temperature. I think the water's going to be very similar, but there's no wind here, which is fantastic. So Auckland was very challenging last year. Yeah.
With races every day, no chance to ride on the racecourse or on London's traffic-clogged streets. Just the chance to watch earlier age group competitors negotiate the many sharp turns very carefully.
So you tell your mates, very careful on the sharp corner, because we had very little rain for a long time. So now we're going to have slippy surface because it was very dry. So there'll be a lot of grease on the road, so be very careful, especially a sharp corner.
Tim Yount, USA Triathlon COO, spent hours with nervous athletes explaining the twists and turns of the bike course and encouraging us to represent the USA well.
Race as if it's your last event in your time within the sport, and really relish what we can do at this race. Get to know people and be quite prideful of being able to represent the red, white, and blue.
The run course made 2 loops around the Serpentine. With earlier races on the course, I tried other park paths with interesting obstacles. The transition area was huge, over 4,000 bikes, a fact I should have paid more attention to. Racking my bike the night before, I was obsessed with the weather forecast. Gale force winds and driving rains. My fellow age group competitor, Sybil Jacobson, gave good advice.
Haven't seen much but Hyde Park, mud, and water.
Now, what can we do about the weather?
Wait till it passes. Forget it. Ignore it.
Finally, it was race day. I cannot believe the sun is out this morning. I've been so concerned about the forecast, which was gale force winds and rain. They still could come in, but at the moment, the weather is clear.
Yeah, sort of.
Sort of. So I'm gonna, give it all I've got, do the best I can, and see what happens at the finish line.
All right. Good luck.
Moments later, we hit the 60-degree water, which seemed pretty warm to me. My swim buddies dragged me into much colder Lake Michigan water. But the swim was cut in half for fear of hypothermia, since the air temp was only in the middle 40s.
Go, Dibby! Go, Dib! Hey, Dibby!
The much-feared bike course turned out to be doable and beautiful. I was in awe as I biked by Buckingham Palace. And then...
In 70 plus, we're being told it is Great Britain over the USA. That's Dorothy Wagstaff in front of Elizabeth Brackett. Wow, well, there's Dorothy over the line. Where's Liz Brackett coming through? There's Liz Brackett coming through.
Well, I had a great race. I'm really pleased with it. I would have been a little more pleased with first instead of second. But I do feel like all the work I put in this year paid off. My run was good, my bike was good, the food was good, transition was good. But it's been a great season. I worked really hard, Shannon's done a great job. And I guess second in the world, not so bad.